Hi and welcome to my channel. Can you believe that October is already here? So in the spirit of Halloween and it being October and fall is finally here, I want to make sure that all of my videos are going to be fun and entertaining. They're all going to be centered around creepy topics or scary topics, but all music related. Not just in heavy metal, but music in general. All topics. So if you're new to my channel, I'd like you to help support by hitting the subscribe button, and if you are into these videos, I really would like to hear from you in the comment section down below. This video is going to be about 5 musicians who have died and come back from the dead. What better way to start off October with such a nice, creepy, and dark video. So sit back, enjoy, and be entertained. Happy October, everybody. And in the spirit of Halloween, we are going to dive right into 5 musicians who have died and come back from the dead. So how cool is that? First one we're going to talk about is Josh Hommes, who is from Queens of the Stone Age. Back in the year 2010, Josh Hommes had gotten a health problem that happens to a lot of people that are performers in the music industry, especially singers. He got some bad knee problem, so he had gone into surgery to get his knee fixed, and he had a bad reaction to the anesthesia, which caused him to start choking on the oxygen tubes that were there to help keep him alive during the surgery. And to make matters worse, after he had died from that and come back from the dead, he later on had a bad MRSA infection, which is immune to antibiotics. So remember that the next time you listen to Queens of the Stone Age, who would have thought that the lead singer was a zombie? Next is going to be no shocker, but this incident is probably one that you don't think of when you think of Ozzy Osborne dying and coming back from the dead. It doesn't have to do with drugs, as far as I know, and it doesn't have anything to do with biting the heads off of a bat when he's performing live on stage. But in his home in England, he was riding around his property on his ATV, much like you see me doing, and he hit a pothole, flipped his ATV, and had it land on top of him, breaking 8 of his ribs and also breaking one of his neck vertebrae. So for 90 seconds, Ozzy Osborne had no pulse and was not breathing. And then he had come back, of course, because we all know Ozzy is still alive today, and he's probably going to be the first person to live to see 200 years old. Number 3 on this list is probably going to come as no surprise, and the cause of death is also probably going to be no surprise, because it is Slash from Guns N' Roses, and he died from a heroin overdose. Apparently, while he was on tour in his hotel room, he had called up some of the local drug dealers in San Francisco to come visit him in his hotel. He had taken a whole lot of heroin and made his way out into the hallway, where he ran into a house cleaner or a maid. I don't know what you would call them in a hotel. Anyway, he asked her, "Where's the elevator at?" And then, just like a tree in the forest being cut down by a lumberjack, he had collapsed onto the ground, and his heart had stopped beating for 8 minutes. 8 minutes. I don't believe that I would fully trust something being like that for 8 minutes, because after 2 minutes you start to experience brain death. So 8 minutes is kind of a long time to have no pulse, which is where your brain is going to get its oxygen from. But to bring up the controversy of this story, this is where Axl Rose believes that the spirit of Slash had left his body, and his guitar playing had never been the same ever since this incident happened. Number 4 on this list is Nikki Sixx, who is the bass player of Motley Crue. 1987, Motley Crue had just released the album Girls, 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 and in this story, the only 2 people I know that were there at this party was Steven Adler, who was the drummer to Guns N' Roses, and of course Nikki Sixx. They had partied and gotten into a whole lot of heroin, and Nikki Sixx's heart had stopped for 2 minutes. There's a little bit of controversy about how he got brought back, but I'd have to trust Steven Adler because he says he was with him and there was no adrenaline drugs needed to bring him back from the dead. He had brought him into the bathroom and put on some cold water in the shower, put him in there, and voila, he's back from the dead. Number 5 on this list, this is James Brown. He was born in a very nice part of the country, South Carolina, which is also where I was born at. He's from Barnwell, South Carolina, and during his birth, 2 of his aunts acted as midwives, and James Brown was born without having a heartbeat. So, there you have it. These are 5 musicians who have died and come back from the dead. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, I'd like you to hit the subscribe button so you can see some more future videos of mine. And also don't forget, please share this video. For the rest of the month of October, yes, we are going to have more videos in the spirit of Halloween and creepy topics. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Where I am, it's Saturday. And I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. Peace.